What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to the Fox body build. Alright, in today's video, we're doing fuel stuff. This is the disassembly video. We're gonna drop the gas tank on the Mustang, the old one. We're gonna mock up maybe the COBRA tank. We'll just see how it looks in there, make sure we got room, maybe run a few wires, just make sure everything's good to go. Just the disassembly, you know, just getting everything ready to go. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. There is a lot of work to be done, and we got a good early start in the morning, so let's get right into this video, guys. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is jack up the car and just pull the tank out, which isn't that hard, it just takes some time. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, we got the new tank here if you want to see it. It's all covered up right now. So here is the new COBRA tank. It's all ready to go. One of the things we have to do is get these two vapor valves right here so the tank can flow properly. But everything else is ready to rock. It's got this nice baffle in there. It's really cool. We have to go get some parts like those two vapor valves. There's been lots of issues with venting this gas tank. I've read a lot about online. The vapor valve doesn't allow enough air to get through, so gas doesn't go in the tank. We have to get a 99 or 2000 Mustang filler neck. We got some stuff to do to make this actually work. But it's not too hard, and we should be able to get it done. First things first, let's just get the tank dropped, and then we can start messing with things and see what we got to do. So let's get it. Well, that tank is absolutely disgusting, and I found out there's like a giant dent in it. I don't know how I never noticed that, or when that could even have happened. Like a massive dent. It's just weird. But here, so it's kind of nice I'm changing this thing out because this is disgusting. This tank is nasty. I mean, look at how gross that is. So when I get it out, I'm going to show you actually how dented that thing is. It looks like someone took a sledge and just bopped it. It's weird. I don't get it. And one other thing I want to talk about. You see these things? These quick disconnects? I hate those things. With a passion, I hate those things. They're my worst enemy. I just wanted to tell you all how much I actually hate those quick disconnects. Those are the worst things in the world. They're horrible. All right, so we're making headway. I got quite a few things done. Not gonna lie to you guys. But first, let me show you that dent in the gas tank because I don't know where that came from. Look at this. Look at that dent. What happened to that thing? That's ridiculous. So yeah, that just freaked me out. I don't know what happened, but that's probably why my fuel level sensor isn't right at all. So we got that done. We got the tank dropped, obviously. All right, so we also got the filler neck out of the car, and then I test fitted the new tank into the little plastic cover, and it's gonna look really nice. So I'll show you that in a sec. And then we took off the front wheel and the front wheel well splash cover thing, and because we're gonna move the fuel lines in the way. And I've been under the car, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to route these fuel lines, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna follow the old fuel lines and just literally follow the old fuel lines and do exactly what they had Ford originally designed and just have it follow the same route. But let me show you all the stuff that's done. So we got the filler neck, like I was saying, all the stuff with the filler neck, wires are hanging down. Here's the new tank in the plastic, looking really nice. I mean, that looks amazing. All right, so then we got this thing, or the whole splash shield off and everything. So I'm gonna route all the fuel lines through that hole. That's how I'm gonna have this going on. So there's a couple of vacuum lines that go to vacuum canisters and stuff. Like there's this vacuum canister, and then there's one up there. I'll show you guys later. And we're gonna reroute those vacuum lines away from that, so then we can just have one hole with just one brake line and the two fuel lines that go through there. And it'll pop out there, go behind everything, back to my fuel pressure regulator. And so I was doing a little reading about that, and I found out that that's not NHRA legal to have it mounted on the firewall. So, but we're not gonna change it just yet. We're going, later on, we're gonna actually switch the fuel pressure regulator and mount it here because Holly made it so there's a lip, so I can just put two bolts right here and mount the fuel pressure regulator up here behind this guy. So that's what we'll do and make it all NHRA legal, and that'll work out just fine. So I'm going to reroute these vacuum lines real quick, and yeah, and then I'll show you guys after I reroute everything, and then I'm going to test fit my existing fuel lines through there and see how it all looks and make sure everything fits. But that's what we're going to be doing real quick, and I'll catch you guys when I'm done. What's up? All right, so I keep saying it, but we are actually making headway. Like, it's looking good. Everything's looking like it's gonna work out. There is more work. We're probably gonna have a separate video for just doing all the lines because there's gonna be quite a bit. Let me show you what I got going on so far and what we're working with. Okay, like I was saying, I rerouted these vacuum lines. So they don't go in that hole anymore. They come up through a different hole up top in there. So those are totally out of the way. I disconnected the fuel lines and reran them through the hole just to see where they are. They have to be changed, but I just wanted to see what was up. So here they are down low. They have tons of room with the brake line, as you can see. And then, but they're the only one we're gonna use is the return line, which is this one. This one has to be upgraded to a dash 10, so this is just going away completely. But just for whatever's sake, I just wanted to see. So here's my flex fuel sensor, and I was looking at where to mount it, and I hooked it up. But so it's gonna be mounted somewhere up there like that in the fender well. And then it's good. Like I said, we're just gonna follow the factory fuel lines. So that's what we got done down there. So check this out. So I'm trying to figure out how to mount this relay box in the back. There's my relay box, and there's the wire that goes to the fuel tank and has all the goodies in it. So I'm thinking if I can just mount this thing down in this hole. Well, down in there, I mean, that's kind of a bad example, but if I can mount it in there, it's gonna work out really well. So finding that out, I was happy about. But we do have to run a 4-gauge power wire from that box all the way to the alternator post on the front of the car. So the battery cable, or the power cable for the relays for the pumps, it has to be run. And it's gotta be run at some point, and it's just work that needs to be done, so let's do it right now. Got my cable, it's all ready to go. So I'm just going to put it through the hole in the firewall, the grommet for the driver's side harness, and then hook it up to the alternator, or not the alternator, but the solenoid, and then run it back to where that relay box I showed you is gonna go, and that should be good. So let me show you the routing. So all I'm gonna do is, it's dark in there, but where that harness comes out, there's like a grommet in there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's where I'm gonna pull it through. So I'm gonna stab a hole inside the car and then pull it back through this way, pull it back through to the solenoid right there, and then it should be good to go, and then we can run it through the car. So that's what we're gonna be doing, so let's get her done. Let's go for it. Well, on 3 did it to me again. Just little irritating things that make my life way harder than they have to be. So, that wire that I was routing, and I should have checked it. It seemed long enough. It seemed way long enough. It's not long enough. And it only misses by like a foot or two. So I can either splice the wire with, you know, one of the little splice connector things, or I could go to Home Depot and get a new wire for like $30. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but let me show you how close it is and how frustrating it is. All right, so I have it, so I know how much more I needed, but so check it out. This is where it comes to. The wire comes to there. Right there is where I wanted to mount it over here, because this is closer to it's close to, see, there's the wire that goes down, but I found out there's a hole right underneath the tire that I can use. So, but still, look how close it is. It's all the way to there, and I just need like a foot or two more. It's so frustrating. So, I think I'm just gonna go get some more footage and call it a day. But that put my everything on pause, which is really frustrating, like he usually is. But it just made my life so much harder. So we're gonna do that. We got a lot done so far, so I'm gonna go get that wire, come back, finish that up, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, so after searching and trying to decide how I wanted to do this, and a billion different conclusions later, we're back from Home Depot, from AutoZone, from O'Reilly's. It took a little while to figure this out. So what I did is I got a 6-foot battery cable. So I'm gonna cut off the battery terminal part, and then this is already on it, so that worked out perfectly. Then I got one of these, got the splice kit. So it's the screw down splice kit. So we'll strip those wires, and we'll splice it together. And then I'll show you the routing I got and how I tucked it under everything and made it look sanitary. And so let's cut these things up and get this done. I'm so ready to go and just play video games or something tonight. I swear, it's one headache after Alright, so we got this guy, and we're gonna clip him in. So, got our wire, we already cut it, and so, yeah, strip it, see how far we gotta go. Alright, and this one is on. Easy enough. So now let's do the one inside the car. So we got it spliced together. There's a little butt connector, there's the old wire, here's the new wire, then we got a big fat thing of heat shrink. I'm gonna not heat shrink it just yet, because in case I want to change something up, but that's ready to go. This wire is extended. You can see how far it goes all the way to the other side. So we have more than enough room to mount this relay box wherever we want to mount it. So let me show you the routing I got going on. So as you can tell, it comes through here and it goes underneath the carpet. So all I did was, you can kind of see it, it comes down, and I'll tuck it better when I'm done, but it comes down between the seats underneath this molding, and then it goes underneath this molding in this carpet all the way along here up through there, and then it goes back up in there, which is too dark to see right now, my bad. Actually comes out in here, but it's actually using the same cable as the throttle cable to come out. So that's how that works. That's how it's routed. So it wasn't hard to route, but we got that thing extended, and I'm wrecked, I'm pooped. That was actually rough. I went to Lowe's, I got the splice from Lowe's, and then I went to AutoZone to get the wire, because actually Home Depot or Lowe's didn't have the wire that I needed, and I drove all around the world just to get that little extension. Oh. But that is the end of this video. We made a lot of good progress, all of the disassembly and everything. We're one step closer. So the next videos we'll be wiring it up, getting everything good, ready to rock and roll. We are so close. This car's gonna be so fun, so fast. I am so excited right now for this. But thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and comment what you think. And thanks for supporting the channel, guys. And on that, I will catch you guys on the next video.
All I got is questions. I ain't ever hold no answers. Bet you sick of hearing lessons from a dude who got no handle. Yeah, all I got is questions.